Okay, so we are in record mode, and I want to welcome you ladies to week 2 of our mastermind. I'm super excited. I hope your week, like I said, for the most part, has been off to a great start, and you were able to, start working on your goals or start realizing what your 90-day goals is, and hope this at least help you to at least get focused and stuff. So, Sean, I think you had posted in the group, and we've talked about what your 90-day goal is. So I'm just going to go ahead and go about what our normal structure would be. So the first thing that we'll do as we go around is share what did go well, last week, and then share kind of like what struggles you endured. And you don't have to go too deep in that, just pinpoint on it, and then we'll address whatever challenges or struggles, provide any feedback. And then also just a reminder, yes, I'm here to coach and support, but if there's something that is said and somebody else has some ideas in the group, you are welcome to share your ideas. I don't claim to ever know it all. I'm always learning and learning from others as well. And I love the mastermind because we get to hear other people's perspectives, too. So I'll start first. I'll share what went well. So I started working. First, I'll share what my goal. My goal was for last week was to do my finish the PowerPoint presentation for an upcoming training. So I started on that. For the most part, it is done, but I want to add some more content to it because I want to make sure it's good. Shalonda is one of the members of the mastermind, and I've done several events with her where she's invited me out to be a speaker and things of that sort. And she asked me, as she's creating her signature product or service, to create a product or a bonus in regards to time management, which was something I was going to go over anyway. So I want to make sure all that content is good because it'll be included in her program, which people are paying for. So I want to make sure all the value is there, and I provide, all the necessary tools. So that, for the most part, is done. It'll be done next week because I've put for sure, what is that? A webinar out there for people to register for it. So I'll offer it, for people to sign up, but then the replay will only be available for, the 24 to 48 hours for the public. People that are part of my mastermind, you guys will get it in the back office and it'll go to her because it'll be, a paid product. So I won't leave it as free where people can continue to access it and, get that information. So that went well. Not closed, finished on our second property in Chicago. So that is great. And because too, it was not as stressful as my first one. So this one didn't have any issues. So now it's just the signing all the documents so we can get ready for open house on Sunday on that. And my other goal was to set up the Facebook Messenger, like the chat box. That did not happen. So that was my challenge with, of course, I think we discussed at the beginning, having too many things on the plate. And I know for me personally, this week, one of my issues was I wrote down my goals, but so like I always say, it's important to look at them on a daily basis because I found myself doing other stuff, too, in the process of that. So I know that was kind of like where, I dropped the ball at a little bit. So that is pretty much my wins and then my challenges for the week. And either one of you can go next.
Who can go next?
Either one of you is fine.
Oh.
I'll go.
You gonna go? Okay.
So let me start off with I know I should start off with my positives, my wins, but I have to start off with something I'm lacking in and I'm still lacking in and I don't want to lack in no more is writing everything down. Mm-hmm. So LaKeisha, when we talked, I thought I wrote everything down, but I guess I didn't. So I kind of forgot, I think one of my goals. So I know I hit 2. I just can't remember what the third one was. Okay. So that's where I'm struggling at, just remembering to write things down and relook at things. But as far as my wins, I did write out my schedule for the week.
Okay.
And it seems manageable. And I do look at that every morning just to kind of refresh myself on what I need to do, when I need to do it, and what I need to get done, not biting off more than I can chew.
Okay.
And then my other goal was to message my team on some of the challenges and contests and different things I'm going to have for the month of May. And I did accomplish that.
Okay, so you did do that. Okay, yeah. Good. We're gonna circle back around to your what your goal, the third goal was, because I know I wrote it down. I'm just trying to find which notebook I wrote it in.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to get focused and have one notebook for this mastermind.
Well, I did manage to get a notebook, but again, I forgot by the time we got off the phone, and I can only remember 2.
Right, but that's good. So congratulations on getting those, those 2 done. You got something done.
Yeah.
And all right, and then, all right, Kia.
Okay, so I kind of got like 2.5, I think. So mine were set business hours to commit to daily, which that was easy to set the hours. But I think because it has been my birthday month, it has been really hard to get up. And really, I'm like, oh, I've been sleeping later than usual. So I'm still going to commit to it, though. I set my hours that I want to work towards, working on those goals. And then number 2 was start working on the list of the packages, which I did start, but then I realized, like, oh my God, am I doing too much? Am I offering too much, as far as the services go? And I did take your advice on what we talked about, but I just never got back around to it almost. I think I got overwhelmed with regular work. And then this house buying stuff kind of just took over.
Right. Okay.
So
it happens. So
yeah. And then my third one was set the launch date. And I've been contemplating because I'm thinking about when people, because this is helping people with their projects or helping people with their businesses. I wanted to make sure that I am clear on my packages first, of course. And I was thinking when people want to launch or start projects, it's throughout the year, but for most people, it's usually at the beginning of the year when people are really thinking about, okay, what am I going to do in January, February? So I was thinking a good launch date to start marketing, maybe around November, so that people can start thinking about me in December and January or seeing the advertising.
Okay, which can work. So, okay, so my thoughts with that is, do you want clients this year or you want them next year?
Ooh, I need them next month.
Right. So,
yeah.
do you believe that there are people out there right now that did not get started at the beginning of the year and could use a project manager?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's another way to look at it. Well, you didn't get started, so let me help you. Okay. All right.
Your new year starts whenever your launch date is. That's your new year too.
Okay. So what is this? April. I know June is completely compact because that's when I'm moving and family vacations and stuff, right? So maybe I can go for mid-July or something.
Okay.
Well, I'll be kind of settled in or whatever. Mid-July, no later than August.
Okay. All right. That seems more realistic to me. I'm like, what we doing for 2019? Because whatever you do for 2019, right?
Yeah.
So you, of course, when you start doing stuff, November and blah blah blah, it's preparing you for January. But there are seeds that you can start planting now for the people. Okay, hey, when they get ready in January, they know for sure that I want Kia to be my project manager or to help me with this, because they've seen you putting your stuff out there. They've seen that you are great at what you're doing, and you're sharing your expertise. So you're already doing that and planting the seeds. So that's just more clients in January.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and that I think that's going to be good because even when I'm away on this little vacation, I'll be gone for a week, and it'll give me time to still take notes and recap and kind of prepare too. So I'll come back ready to launch. So yeah, July will be good.
Okay.
July. What's wrong with my pens?
Right. I'm really tripping that I can't find what notebook I wrote that in. And I know for sure that I wrote it down. That's gonna bug me. I must probably find it since we end. I'm gonna looking for it and stuff because I said I was gonna take all of these and put them on an Excel spreadsheet so I can get organized myself over here in regards to you guys' goals. But I'm gonna keep looking for that. But let me see. So what's the next one? Hold on. Preview. Okay, so and we kind of like did this for the most part, the accountability part, as far as what your goals were that you were working on, and pretty much why you did not accomplish it, and we kind of like already hit that. So the next thing, because it looks like it's just us two on the us three or whatever, we can kind of like deep dive into some of those challenges. Like if there's something in that you want to address that you're struggling with or want to brainstorm on, this is like the good time to do that. And then we'll talk about next week's commitments. So if anybody has any questions.
I think where I was having the issue was with the services, because even though my website is up, I created the website before I realized, I mean, it's published, but nobody knows it's there, right? So I realized those were the things ideally what I wanted to do. But when I started making that list, I'm like, ooh, should I just focus on just project management for real estate? Or should I just create that niche? Or should I just focus on projects in general? Or should I narrow it down how I kind of already have it on my website? Let's say for-profit, nonprofit, real estate. Because at the end of the day,
get you down, is there a certain audience that you want to work with?
I think entrepreneurs and definitely real estate, since that's the route that I'm trying to go in on the side as well. So I think
that will help with your marketing when you're putting your messaging out there as well.
Yeah.
You can just directly to them. And of course, you'll probably attract other people, but the entrepreneurs in real estate will be your dream clients.
Yeah. Yeah, so that will push me to have to, of course, eventually rearrange my website.
Mm-hmm.
And I did do some research on what the ideal real estate investor or real estate company why they may need me. So I do have that. Like you, I got to see where I save that information. I have it in my OneNote, but then it may be in my Samsung notes. So got to find that. And I think that it'll be more important for me to narrow it down and take some of those other.
Right, so you're not feeling like you're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because right now, when you don't narrow it down, you're trying to serve everyone. So you're thinking of all these services and stuff that you need to offer because you're trying to fill this big market. Versus if you do niche it down,
yeah,
you can tailor those services to their specific needs. And you adjust along the way. Everything is not going to be listed on the website. You start working with your clients and you're going to realize, okay, I need to add this or I don't need this and stuff. So you can adjust along the way. All they're going to care is that you get them the end result that they paid you for.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So now that I can bring that focus back to that list, because it was harder than what I thought. Because like I said, I had the bigger picture, and then when I had to write it down, I'm like, oh shoot, this is gonna be too much. So
stop you from taking action. So we're gonna get out of the overwhelm.
Okay. So this will help me.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think is more so sticking to my time of when I said I was going to focus on it versus laying in the bed and not getting up or looking at my phone first, just like getting up, turn on the computer and focus on what my goals are and getting it off my plate,
Right.
I feel so stressed, not stressed, but pressured.
Okay. Perfect.
Time management.
And that's always a big key. So it'll get better because we're gonna hold you accountable to it. So we'll see how you did next week as far as like the sticking with your goals, what worked, what did not work, as far as like the schedule wise. Of course, you're going to have those days where it just happens. That's life. But I always say, okay, what's the one or two things that I need to get done today? And so
Okay.
something gets accomplished. And
Okay.
and so there's a difference between being overwhelmed, having too much on our schedule versus not taking action because we're stuck. So long as it's that you're not allowing you to be stuck or fear or something like that to stop you from moving forward. All the other stuff, that stuff you can work through.
Yeah, and I think by me narrowed it down to those two industries, that would help a lot. So that means like that would be one more thing added to week 2 goals for me, is to now break down the list of those two and then narrow down the tools that I'm going to choose to use, which I did do some research with that this week too. I did find a tool, but then I guess my fear is paying for tools up front. And I know that they'll be useful, but just paying for them up front and not knowing what my, return.
Okay, so what tool is this?
The project management tool that I wanted to use that I found.
So is that kind of like Asana or something? Is that something? Is that kind of like how they have like Asana and
something like Asana? Yeah. But this it's more like Asana. I use it on my phone easily, but this would be something that it's a little bit more in depth.
okay.
So because Asana is free. It's a little bit more in depth.
Like stuff.
Yeah, this one is called 17 Hats. And I think it's like $240 for the year, but it is a phenomenal program.
Right.
But I have to think about how much I want to invest in the tool first, because I don't want to get started and then can't fulfill all my clients' needs either.
So my question is it something that you would need right now, or is it something that you need to get training on and get yourself familiar with?
Yeah, I need to see if I can do it. I think they have a trial 14 days or something like that. So I probably should try that.
Not right now, but yes, when your schedule allows you to actually have the time to commit to those 14 days of playing with it.
Yeah.
So you can make sure that's where you want to invest your monies at. And then you can buy it towards when you're actually getting ready to launch.
Right.
When your first client signs up, I always say, pay interest for it first before, you spend the big dollars on stuff.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, Sean, any challenges you want to address?
Not yet. And I do remember my third goal.
Okay, what was it?
And I say not yet because I was supposed to do my 90-day goal plan.
Yes. Okay, so that was your 90-day goal, to come up with what your 90-day goal planning was.
So my 90 days, I just put it from May 1st to August 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And I pretty much just use this standard sheet. I don't know if you can see. I hope my light isn't.
I can see that.
So it's just the general form that we use in paparazzi or whatever. And so I'm going to try to stick to everything that I wrote down. I'm going to try,
So we're not going to use the word try. We're going to stick to everything that you wrote down.
I will.
And if something happens, we'll address why it happened.
Yes.
Like so we're going to set the intention out there that we're going to do it.
And I'm going to commit, I think, to Saturdays at 9. It's either going to be Saturday or Sunday. But for now, I'm saying Saturdays. Just to see how that goes. Because, again, I work my 9 to 5 or what have you, Monday through Saturday. So depending on how my Saturday mornings go at work, that'll determine, I guess, if I
so you work
and do my schedule
6 days a week?
Say that again?
You work 6 days a week?
Yes.
Okay.
Just until June.
Okay.
Pretty much until school is
over.
Okay.
All right. And then, and so on Saturday, is that a full 8 hours too, like a full schedule?
No, but I go in a lot earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a half day, what we call Saturday Academy.
Okay.
I mean, my school day is 6.5 hours. Saturday Academy is 5. So you might as
So
well
pretty much
say
about the same thing. You might as well say
close
about the
enough.
same. Okay.
But I go in 7:30 compared to 8:20. That's a huge difference for me because I'm waking up an extra hour earlier than I do during the week.
Okay. So
Then I
Saturday.
get out at 12:30.
Gotcha. 12.
I don't know if it's my sound. All right. Say that again.
So on Saturdays at 9, what are we doing then?
That's when I'm supposed to look at my week, my past week, and then try to set my schedule
And what days are you working your business?
for the next.
Hold on.
So I don't have specific days, but I have for the week, I'm going to commit to 10 to 15 hours. And this is just for the jewelry. I can't even.
Right. And that's why I was just say, let's focus on one right now. Okay. So if you're doing 10 to 15 hours on the jewelry, that's including the Facebook Live you do weekly?
Yep.
How many, just once a week?
So I set this crazy goal this month. I'm going to do it every day. Because again, for the month of May, it's my anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to say I'm just doing any and everything, but I'm going all out.
Right. Okay.
No matter how tired I am, I'm going to push myself to do a live. I said every day for the month of May. Whether it be, I typically go for an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But even if I just pop on for a quick 10 minutes and show 10 pieces.
Okay. And making sure that you are doing a call to action on those.
Yes.
Okay. So because your time is limited, based on your past experience and what you've been doing, what's your most income producing activity?
Because if I don't write that down, I'm going to forget it.
Okay. And then that's my next question for you.
Okay, what's that?
What's your most income producing activity that you currently do?
So my income.
Where is that coming from? Is it doing the Facebook Lives? Is it
So I broke it down
mm-hmm.
to selling 600 pieces of jewelry for the month, which would give me a profit of $1,350.
Mm-hmm.
And then I factor in $150 for commissions because I have a team under me.
Okay.
So I pretty
That's
much
your residual income. Okay.
Yeah, my residual. I make 10% off of everything they buy.
Okay.
So that would give me a total monthly profit of $1,500.
Okay. And then from that, the $1,350, is that come from doing your Facebook Live? Is that the majority of your customers?
So that pretty much it'll come from my lives, but I do have a couple of parties this month, and
you have parties set for this month?
Say that again.
You have parties set for May?
Yes, I have 2 parties already set for May, which one being my anniversary party and the other being a vending event.
Okay. All right. Because your time is limited, it's like you definitely need to be focusing on where the money is coming in at. So that's where you need to, delegate your time to. So yeah, doing the Facebook Lives, you doing those, and track how many people showed up on that live, how many people purchased from that. So I don't know if that is included on your 90-day tracking that you do. And then making sure if there's people you need to follow up with, that you have a follow-up Friday or Saturday or something like that whenever you're doing that. And Saturdays, so you're going live Monday through Friday?
Every day.
Okay. Even weekends?
Just for this month, yes.
Okay, but generally, do you do any business on Saturdays?
Again, it all depends on how I feel after work. If I'm not too tired, I always have something set up. So I'm always ready to go. So if I'm not too tired, I'll hop on a live.
Okay,
And I'll do like a
so
pop in.
is your goal just more so to make income, replace your income, retire from your 9 to 5? What's your overall goal?
That I haven't figured out yet.
Okay, so I need you to figure that out. Start
It's
thinking about that, because that will determine if you're gonna get up on Saturday morning and work your business.
So that's the thing. I'm not sure yet how much longer I want to be a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I keep going back and forth.
And maybe
I do love
you like what you do. So I definitely can see that, and that's kind of like how I was with my, accounting. I love working with the people, love my benefits and all those different things. So no, not ready to leave yet, because I can get my retirement package soon, and things of that sort. So, but at the same time, I know when I am ready to leave, I'm positioned to not have to go back to that 9 to 5, or not depend on that, because I know what my ultimate why is. So it might not be your why in the next 90 days or in the next year, but start thinking about what your ultimate why is. So you're able to, okay, say, yep, these are the days, after May, because May, of course, like you said, is you're going live every day. So that's unrealistic to say we're going to do that every month. So then after that, it's like really like, okay, what's going to be your consistent plan to do, and then of course you're going to have some months where you do have your 90-day or your 30-day sprint, or whatever you guys have, your fast track to sales. You're going to have those moments, but trying to get penciled in what you can and say, this is what my set hours are and stuff. And then really just making sure that you're focusing on the income producing activities. Okay, so like on the days that you're tired, that you don't want to work, that's the days that you do your organizing, because that don't pay you. That don't bring money.
Right.
Organizing does not pay you. So focus on the stuff that needs to get, that's going to put money in your pockets. That's going to help you reach your $1,500 goal. So prioritize it that way. What's going to make me money and what's going to keep me busy. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Any other questions on that?
Not right now.
Okay.
Put all this stuff into action.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And let me see. And then, so we kind of like did that. So let's, so now being that kind of like where we're at, we're kind of like caught up to speed, what are your goals for next week? And I'll start with you, Kia.
Okay. So I have one to finish up the service list based on the new niche that I narrowed it down to, REI and entrepreneur. 2, I have narrowed down the tools. I'll do a little bit more research. And then 3, kind of go with 2. I have a couple of like groups where I know there's freelancers or project managers or event managers. So I may try to network and just start and talk to them about the tools that they are using.
That goes kind of like it too. So that goes with goal number 2.
Yeah, I had it as 3, but
no.
Okay, so this is like
is stick to your schedule. Try to stick to your schedule. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll put that as 3.
Oh, and then I did put on here that update the website if I can get to it. Update the stuff like that I can do. I don't know, quicker, but if I get to that, I'll do that.
Is that because you like it? Is that the stuff you like to do?
Yeah, like I don't know, it's weird. But when it comes to like digging deep, like how we're doing, that's my struggle.
Right, but it's necessary. It'll save you a lot of headache in the end because you won't be going back and forth and second guessing yourself on what you're offering.
Yeah. So I can't update the website obviously until I get the list and go into the list and probably
You can
ask
just write that stuff down because nobody even knows about this website right now. So you can just write that stuff down.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, once I get the list good to go, that'll help with everything.
Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Imperfect action.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let me see. And then, so what were we? So your July was not though a launch date. That's your date when you're gonna start sharing, right? Or be a launch date. I want to make sure I write it down.
Oh, I have wrote, Lord, I'm tired. So, so do you mean like start marketing and then launch?
Yeah. Is that, or is that your launch? Because some people just come on and just launch, like it's open.
Yeah. So how do you market without, like, if you market, then people, what if somebody wants, like, what if a client, you have a potential client? How do you
question? When would you be ready to take on new clients?
Oh, okay. Well, I can't do that until I know one more thing. I was going to probably put it in week 3 goals was I know I have to figure out how I'm going to accept payments. So I have to set that piece up. That's not on my website. I know I have to do that. That's a big piece. And I see how we had paid for this class. Like I paid for PayPal many ways, but the way that you had it set up, like I didn't know you could do that with a business, like pay in installments. Like I didn't even know. So that's something I have to work on. And I said I was going to put that on week 3, focus on the different ways I want to accept payments. And then I have to get that, get it on my website.
Okay. Yeah, but if you have any questions and you get stuck, let me know.
Yeah, because I've done it like years ago on another website, but that was based on a tool that I use with WordPress. And I know there's so many new ways now.
Yeah, there's like Stripe. There's so many different ways that you can set payment. PayPal, I just seem to like that because everybody seems to have a PayPal, or even now they have it set up. You don't have to have a PayPal account. They can still pay with credit card.
Yeah.
You don't have to have an account. And so that one seems like one of the most universal ones. Everyone's familiar with PayPal, the brand name.
So that means that I can't, so back to your question, as marketing versus launching, I'm not sure if I'm going to go with July as a launch, definitely that payment stuff needs to be set up because you never know. Somebody might be like, oh, I need you tomorrow.
Right. We'll be sending the invoice out.
Yeah. So I think I want to do it all in one, launch and market at one time.
So we're going to come back to the launch date. We're going to keep on working on these goals. I'll bring that back up later on.
Okay.
All right. Okay, and then Sean, recap your goals for the week.
My goals for this week.
You got these written down?
Yes, that's what I was doing. I'm going to sell 100 pieces of jewelry. I'm going to get a new business partner.
Okay.
And I'm going to start putting aside jewelry for my vending event. So I'm going to turn over 2 of my small cases.
Okay. When is your vendor event?
It's the 18th.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, cool. And you got your strategy, your action plan on how to make that happen.
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. So what am I doing this week, y'all? So I need to go back and make some changes to my website as far as the mastermind. I did decide that that's going to be an ongoing. I will probably send you guys out a survey on maybe Thursday is one of the things that that's mine. Hold on, because I did one call with my coach, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so I needed to send a survey out because I hate just doing random trainings. I can definitely just grab stuff from my signature program and post it in a group and like, hey, here's a training. But I definitely really want to get you guys' feedback on what areas you guys want some training and stuff like that in. So whether it be me or either have a guest expert come in and maybe coach on a specific topic. So I'll send out a survey. The goal was supposed to be Thursday, but that's probably not gonna happen. So let me see. Today is what, Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will make sure I have survey out to you guys by, that's gonna be my goal. I'm not gonna say when I'm gonna have it out, but I'm gonna have that survey done and you guys will have it by Tuesday. I don't know when I actually need it back, but I will at least have it together.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff. So in that way, it'll have a list of topics and you guys' feedback on that. So that's what I needed to do as far as that. And then I have a speaking coming up. So I needed to figure that out. So one of the things, Key, I was going to ask you, because with the whole fatherless, sons, like, I'm always trying to, people know me from different, fatherless daughter and then the coaching. So I tried to mesh them together. It just doesn't seem to work for me. Like in my messaging, it just doesn't. So, but my speaking engagements, when I do a lot of my speaking engagements lately, it's been the whole fatherless daughter thing. So I have 3 speaking engagements coming up and they're all for that. So let me see, where I was going with this question was, I was trying to decide, because right now they're both all on the same website, if I should just take that whole fatherless daughter piece and put it on, make it its own website, its own little thing over there.
It's all on your same website?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I might need to go back and look at your website then.
I've changed it up a little bit, but it's all on the same website. So I'm thinking I just need to do the brands as just 2 whole.
What about if you have 2 pages?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it 2 pages or is it all 1 page?
No,
like,
it's not a separate page. It has its own little page. So I have my coaching here, and then there's tab that says fatherless daughters.
But see, I like that idea because actually that's why this project management and consulting site is not, the word consulting is not in there, and I thought about that. It's just my name, because ideally I wanted it to be like one, like everything that I offer, and you click on whatever you came to the page for. That's what I was thinking too. But now I haven't put it together because I'm like, I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but like you said, people know me for this, but then they may need that. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. You don't want people to miss out on it.
Right, exactly. So then it's like, and I was telling her, I guess my issue more so was with my marketing, because she was like, I haven't had to market it, which is good because I've just been getting referrals from another event. So I haven't really had to market it lately. Like someone else told me about this one, and the girl that's doing this one, she's doing a tour. So she's a tour in different states. So she's like, can you be at the Florida one? Can you be at the Atlanta one? Blah, blah, blah. So just from referrals from that. So I haven't had to market it. And that was my thing when I market it. Be like, 1 week she doing this and this week she doing that. So I kind of like felt like it needed its own little marketing platform over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But you can also have like a lead page.
Yeah.
But also, I was thinking, if anything, if you were to separate them, you can always have some type of little small logo at the bottom.
Right, and that's what I said. It has different brands.
Yeah.
On it, and it's kind of like how they make it look like they're sponsors or so. But
yeah. Because that's exactly where I was at too. But I just said I'm not going to worry about it at this moment. But that's kind of why my URL is KiaMcSwain.com, because it was supposed to display everything.
Right. Okay.
In some way.
So that's where I've been kind of like struggling with that, of course, this week, because I'm like, that coaching and stuff, that's my passion.
Yeah.
The fatherless daughter stuff, that's definitely connected to my whole purpose.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, and I can't choose between them. I've tried to choose one or.
Yeah. That's how I am. Like Yeah, I haven't had my workshop yet because I had some shortcomings, but it's not going to leave me. Even if I try to put it to the side, it's just going to.
It comes back. Yeah. It comes back. Okay, cool. So that's kind of like where I was on that. Yeah, because I'm like, coaching and coaching for the most part has always been my thing. I'm like, I got so many certifications and just and have invested so much into that. And I got into coaching because of the whole network marketing industry. When I left that's the aspect that I loved about it. The whole, seeing other women win and holding them accountable and stuff. So I had an awesome team there and still get a little bit of residual income. So love the industry for that aspect of it. But yeah. So was I clear on my goals?
Did you write it down?
I wrote child goals down, but I was talking about. So I need to do the Facebook Messenger. I need to send out the survey, and then I have the webinar that's coming up. I'm gonna say those are my 3 goals that I need to work on because I know this weekend will be busy. Rayshawn is actually here locally, so she reached out and scheduled kind of like a VIP day. So I'll be meeting with her on Saturday, which is pretty cool. And that's like one of my things. I want to be able to, like I told Sean, really just focus on the mastermind. And that's what I was, telling my coach. Because, I was like, okay, do the group coaching and this. I'm like, well, let's just make it this. Because I eventually want to scale it to where it'll be like mastermind retreats and stuff, like, mastermind day and stuff. So I love online, but I want to be able to also bring the women together. So I'm excited about that. So that is all I have. Let me see if there's anything else. Make sure I'm not leaving out nothing before I let y'all go because I know it's late.
There's only one thing I need you to do for me.
What you need?
That link you had sent me for I think it was like the Facebook party. Did you ever tag me in were you able to tag me in there?
Did you not get it?
Nope.
So I wonder if it won't let me do it because it's a past event. So I'll try that again as soon as we get offline. Let me see. Yeah, because that, it was fun and it was different. And I got a lot of sales and stuff from that night.
Okay.
And my team kind of like incorporated it too. And did like a online party. I originally got it from the idea from what's that? Unique. Are they still around?
Unique.
Yeah, it was another network marketing company.
Uh-oh.
And they used to have like the lipsticks and lip glosses and eyelash stuff. That's how I originally had got the idea from them. Okay. So I will see if I can find that and I will send that to you. I will post it in the group, guys, for next week to see who wants to be in the hot seat and try to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see, hold on, I see a text. Okay, so Shalonda can get on, but one of her questions was she's creating her signature product. I'll answer it here. So she's creating her signature service and wants to know how long her speech should be. So I typically say an hour, and it really just depends on. I just actually had this conversation with my coach because she was like, mine is an hour, my signature webinar, and she was like, you need to go back and make it longer, and then it needs to be another 30 minutes where you're just talking about your sales. I hate the whole sales aspect. Y'all will learn that I'm like quick and to the point. Like, give me the value. Stop all this. I don't like all the small talk or any of that. I'm busy, and I feel like my ideal client is busy too. So I'm gonna tell you, this is what you need to do, A through Z, and let's make it happen. Like, I hate all the small talk. So, but she would generally say your webinar should be an hour, and then another 30 minutes on just closing the deal. where you're talking about the value and the benefits and stuff, and that gives people time supposedly to pull out their credit cards and all that kind of stuff. Me, I still think it's a bit much for me. So that's a struggle for me. So she challenging me to go back and make my webinar longer. I already don't really necessarily like to do webinars. I'd rather do an audio because that way I'm not spending too much time on putting a PowerPoint presentation together. And the virtual assistant, she's slow with that part. So yeah. So if that answers, okay, so Shalonda, your question, I would say your presentation should probably be an hour of value, and then you work on your call to action. I don't think the call to action has to be necessarily a whole 30 minutes, but making sure that you really come to what the value is that they're going to receive, not necessarily the benefits, but what they're going to take away from it, what their result is going to be and stuff. Not that it's 6 weeks or, blah, blah, blah. So just focus on what's going to be the transformation that they're going to receive and how to sign up. Okay, so that's that. That's all I have. Thank you, ladies. Can y'all believe we did a whole hour, just the three of us?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, oh, shoot, if other people were on.
Right. Well, I said if I do another one, what I was thinking about doing, not necessarily having them both on the same day. Like I would do a whole nother group depending on how it got, and then do my mastermind 2 days out of the week since I'm not doing the group coaching.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's going past 5 people or like 4 or 5 people because you'll be going into 2 hours.
Yeah, because on my coach, hers works, but it's more so we don't necessarily. So there's probably about 10 women of us on there, but not everybody speaks up like she did. So it ends up half the time working. For the most part, there have been some times where when we're going more into the technical stuff, like that goes into 2 hours or so. But other than that, not everybody, she doesn't necessarily, everybody say share your weekly goals. She might, give people the opportunity to go ahead and share, and maybe only about 3 or 4 people will actually come out and kind of like share. And then she just keeps them moving. But,
okay. I wanted to ask you really quick about the bonus audios. I never seen them. Are you able to show us while you're on the screen now or no? Can you?
Yeah.
I know because I logged on twice, went and logged on, and I'm still to the website, right? To the class.
Yeah. Can you? So I'm wondering, I might have to play with it then, because when I log in, I'm in the admin area, so I see everything. So I need to go and make sure that it is published.
Yeah, because I know, like, I think somebody else said thank you, but I don't know if they actually seen it or had access to it.
Let me see something. Let me pull my website up. Okay, I want. Okay, and let's see. Oh, here we go. Share. And my screen. I want to try to move this out the way.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So if I go into the lessons on here, so when you log in, do you see any of this down here where it says bonus audios?
I see the first 2, but I didn't see bonus audio. So And I did it like as soon as you posted it, I went to log on.
But when you logged in, did you click on this or no?
But I didn't see bonus audios at all. I just seen weekly
Oh,
mastermind.
gotcha. Okay. So you just see that. So okay. Let me play with this when we get off. I won't keep y'all. And I'm wondering.
Wait, look at the site right there. You see how it says draft? Does it need to say
Oh,
publish?
I need to publish it.
Yes, like the other two. Yeah.
No, because I'm so used to.
Yes.
Okay.
But I was like, am I going crazy? Because I didn't see that. I logged on twice. Yeah. The other two say publish.
I need to set this so it automatically publish stuff. Because it has it set up where you can give it a specific date and stuff like that. So I always forget this last little step.
So you uploaded them.
All that stuff. You usually use Teachable. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that fixes those. I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so those should be all available.
Okay.
And I don't think I had to hit save or nothing. Okay, cool. So I think we're good.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have. Unless you guys have anything else. Anything that comes up, don't hesitate to reach out. Especially, like I said, right now, if you guys have questions and stuff, I don't mind jumping on the line, especially because it's just right now it's just 5 of you, I believe. So I'm good with that. Until I start enrolling more people, then I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta, I'll work something out.
Yeah, I'll have something. I think I had a question for you, and then the other lady that was on last week, I forgot her name, that the nonprofit that has a nonprofit and for-profit, because she had just hired a project manager. So I think that I will eventually, before I launch, will like for you guys to kind of like interview me or kind of see where I'm missing, because I know that's going to be I'm like introvert, like, so that's going to be hard for me when I'm talking to people, so I guess I would like to do that eventually closer to that.
I'm an introvert too. So I understand.
Yeah, you said that before, but I can't tell.
Because when you naturally find your thing, once you get comfortable with what it is that you're doing,
yeah,
I'll show up too.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That's there.
Thank you.
All right, ladies. You guys have a good evening. And like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You need to jump on a call. Let me know. Don't get stuck in the process. And I will see you guys in the group. And look out for my emails, and I'll post a replay soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Much.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.